Hey guys, can you just, I guess for whoever wants it, can you tell us what you like about Walker and what made him the guy that you guys wanted to take at 28?
Absolutely. So Walker, we feel has a chance to be a really premium defender at a premium position. Upon his entry, like into pro ball, he's going to be one of the most athletic catchers in professional baseball from our perspective. He's a really, really good athlete. He's a track record of hitting at Sam Houston State, both for average and for power. On the defensive front, he threw out, over half the runners trying to steal bases on him. We think this is a guy who's going to provide value offensively, defensively, and on the base running front as well. He stole 13 bases this year for the Bearcats. So we think this is a guy who's going to impact almost every facet of the game from behind the plate. And we think it's a really, really exciting outcome to get at 28.
McTaggart. You're on mute there, McTaggart.
Sorry. Yeah, can you just give us an idea of how highly you guys thought of him? Maybe, rough idea of how high he was on your board or when you realized you had him at 28, if that was, a pretty significant development for you guys.
Sure. Yeah, no, he was the top guy on our board for like 9 or 10 picks there. He was in the mid-teens. We were really, really excited to get him. We did not think he was going to be there, frankly. So for him to get all the way down there, we were pumped.
Matt Kohar.
I guess just how long has Walker been on your radar? And I guess for the amount of time that you've been watching him, what sort of progress did you see him make if it was over maybe a longer period of time?
Absolutely. So we've scouted him. Obviously, he's a local kid. He's from Corpus originally. At Sam Houston, our area scout, Brian Scheffler, has scouted Sam pretty extensively the past couple of years. And then the Cape that Walker put together last summer, we saw some progression. And this past year with the bat, it took another step forward, which we were excited to see. Everybody on our staff scouted him, right? Derek saw him. I saw him multiple times. Dana saw him. We had a pre-draft workout at Minute Maid with Walker. So, where him and his parents came to Minute Maid. So we have extensive history with Walker, dating back over the course of multiple years. So we have a lot of history with this player. We've seen progression, and we feel really good about the outcome tonight.
Taylor.
Cam, can you go a little bit more into what makes him so special defensively?
Yeah, absolutely. So specifically, listen, I think it's no secret that you have to control the run game, and we don't think there's a catcher that, he's one of the best in the country at doing that. We sent catching footage to, different members of our staff to evaluate. We feel really good about the defense in terms of the receiving, the mobility back there in terms of the athleticism. We think he has the ability to withstand the course of a professional season. So, and not to mention the intangible side of catching as well. We think he's team leader, team captain. We think that he has a chance to. It's no secret we put a high standard for the intangible part of catching, whether it's game calling or managing a staff. And I think that's going to be something that we can continue to help Walker with. We think he has immense upside on that front. And we think in our org, with our resources on the player development side under Gavin Dickey and Jacob Buffa, we think we can really continue to develop Walker holistically behind the plate.
Derek.
Yeah, Derek, if I could, does he remind you of anybody else that maybe you've scouted through the years or even seen for his age?
I don't necessarily like to put labels on players. Yes, he's going to be one of those more athletic guys. Like we talked about, I not only saw him catch, but I saw him play multiple positions as well, which will, kind of let you know what type of athlete that he is. Our intention is obviously for him to be a catcher because of the premium defense and obviously the offensive upside. But I will say this, his arm, his accuracy, is as good as I've seen in a long time. And I don't want to say he's like the best of all time or anything like that. That'd be silly. But his ability, his exchange, his accuracy with his arm, the combination of that with his bat, because he is an offensive oriented catcher with those traits. He's somebody that I personally, my own opinion, is someone that I feel like could get through our organization quickly and help us at the major league level sooner than later, which was obviously very appealing to us as well. And I honestly think, like Cam said, he said, in our opinion, he was probably, in our opinion, the best catcher in this draft class. And we had a chance to speak with him probably 10 minutes ago, and I'll let you know just from a person, he is supremely excited to be part of the Houston Astros family. He's grown up watching Houston Astros baseball. So it's kind of the perfect storm for us, where you get a chance to get a young man who we wanted, who happens to be relatively local to the organization. And I think it's just a win-win for everybody.
Thank you.
Chandler.
I understand that the baseball draft is different than the other two drafts, but you at your major league team right now, you do have a young everyday catcher who's under club control for a very long time. I guess, does that enter your calculus at all when you're selecting at this point, or kind of how did that factor into this decision?
You want to go ahead? I'll go ahead and answer. It doesn't factor in, quite frankly, honestly, because we want to take the best player that's available. And I've been asked this question many times over the years. It's like, if you have 5 shortstops, if the best guy available is a shortstop, you just take the guy, and it's inventory for the organization. And the opportunity for us to get this guy, there was no factor as the fact we've got a young catcher. I don't think you could ever get enough of it, quite frankly. And one of the greatest things that organizations are always looking for is catching. And this guy immediately will be someone that will be, in my opinion, coveted by other organizations. And obviously he's very coveted by us.
Yeah, I would echo what Derek said. We're never going to approach the draft as trying to fill needs. We're always going to take the best player available here.
Brian, did you have another one?
Oh, no, I'm set.
Any other questions for Derek or Cam? All righty, fellas. Thank y'all again for joining us. I haven't gotten touch with Walker just yet, but I should have an update with to you on the next few minutes, hopefully on timing with him. So I'll send the email out with the release and all that type of stuff when he is available, though.